Hello and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Andrea. I have been selling on Etsy for 8 years, almost 9 years. And this YouTube channel is just where I share things that I'm learning, things that I've learned in the past, strategies, and also just day in the lives of what it's like to be an Etsy seller. So that is what we talk about on this channel. The video I'm going to share about today is just a little bit different than what I would normally share. This past December, probably a little bit of November too, I'd have to check, I have been MIA on this channel, and this video is going to explain why that has been the case, why I have been kind of not ghosting but just posting way less frequently than I'd normally be. So this video is just going to explain that. Okay, so I feel like all the way up through like mid-November, I had intentions of vlogging a day in the life during my busy season. So if you are not a normal subscriber to this channel, my particular shop sells Monogram clothing and accessories. In our busy season, we have a heavy emphasis on our busy season being like November and December. We do about half of our revenue for the entire year in the last quarter. So what I mean by I had big intentions was like I had been saying on this channel when I had shared vlogs, like I'm gonna take you guys for a day in the life during my busy season, because our busy season is quite different than normal, like the other 10 or 9 months throughout the year. And so I had really big intentions of bringing my camera along and showing you guys what my shop looked like throughout busy season. So my plan was to bring my camera basically like every single day. I was so excited to share those videos. And then in the best possible turn of events, the most exciting thing is that my husband and I found out that I am pregnant. So I am so excited. Of course, this is a huge blessing to us. We recently had a miscarriage, and so this is just something that like I feel so lucky to say, because I'm 12 weeks, and so it's just, it feels unreal. So I am so excited. It's the best possible thing and the best possible excuse for not posting on a YouTube channel is that I found out I was pregnant. And so if you've ever been pregnant before, or not, you might be like, okay, that's great, but why does that have any bearing on whether or not you were able to post on your YouTube channel? Like why does that mean you weren't posting? Like, happy for you, but why were you not posting? And the biggest reason why I wasn't posting was that one, like busy season is already a lot. It's every single day from 8 or 9 to 5 of like active work. So I understand that everybody works, like not everybody, but a lot of people work a 9 to 5, but this is like truly active work the whole time. And it kind of overlapped with my worst morning sickness perfectly wrong. Obviously, incredibly grateful, and to be honest with you, my morning sickness was not, it was pretty mild for what most women experience, or maybe not most women, but what some women can experience. My morning sickness was very mild. I just felt nauseous and was really tired all day, just tired throughout the day. And so it was pretty mild comparatively, but it definitely made it to where handling the shop at busy season and being able to get like some joy and rest at night and not just like grind through the first trimester of this pregnancy, it made it to where something had to fall off, like something had to become, so there's this like, I don't know if you ever heard this, this is long-winded, but basically there's this idea, this concept that someone come up with, it's like everybody is juggling balls and they switch from glass to plastic, and so glass ones are things that you can't drop and plastic ones are things that can drop, and throughout your life certain things switch from glass to plastic, then back to glass. And so I felt like getting rest and just enjoying the pregnancy as much as I could, and filling all the Christmas orders were 2 glass balls, and this YouTube channel, which would normally be a glass ball, flipped over to plastic for those couple months so that we could do what we needed to do for the glass balls. I was telling my husband that I feel like this is just an intro into motherhood, as I am certain that when we welcome her in July at some point, we will be definitely a lot of things that used to be glass or like glass balls to juggle will become plastic, and obviously something that we've never had to juggle, which is the life of a child, will become a very, very important glass ball. And so it's just, I feel like it's an intro into motherhood of like, okay, your priorities shift whenever you have a child. We are beyond excited. I literally can't even tell you how stoked we are. Yeah, so just that the busy season overlapped kind of perfectly. Like as soon as we started to get busy is whenever I started to feel kind of nauseous and tired, and then pretty much as soon as our deadline orders were filled is when I started to have a little bit of motivation again. So you guys are catching me at a time whenever I'm feeling so motivated and just more awake than I was. And this is not at all meant to be a complaint. We are truly so grateful and excited. And I know that sometimes announcements like these can be met with negative emotions for people who can't get pregnant or have experienced more than one miscarriage or even just a miscarriage. I know this can be really hard. So I just know that I am thinking about people in that situation. If you're in that situation, I'm thinking about people like you all the time, and I'm very sorry if that's your case. But we are really happy and excited. One big saving grace that I wanted to talk about, just because, hold on one second, I had to check my notes. One of the big things I wanted to talk about that made busy season way more, I'm gonna say doable, because it would have been doable definitely, but just made it to where I could rest at night and like made it to where it was enjoyable, I guess, was hiring my sister. So my sister came over one day. She was killing time between doctor's appointments. She is also pregnant, and I was like mentioning to her that I really wanted to hire someone just for like the month of December to help me get orders out the door. And so whenever I said that, she was like, I'm kind of looking for a gap before my baby comes, like a job that could fill the gap between now and when I have my baby, if you want to hire me. And I was like, heck yeah, I always take the opportunity to hire sister. I mean, I love all my sisters, so that is like an easy yes in my opinion. And so from then on, she just started to come and work. She learned how to hoop, how to ship, how to answer combos. Basically, she got like the 101 knowledge of how to do everything that needs to get done in the shop, and really helped in being able to send out a lot of orders. And that was especially fun because, as you guys know, I've told you guys on this channel before that my mom helps me with shipping order. Well, she doesn't help me with the shipping. She helps me with my shop. It's a fun thing that we do together. And so also then we added another sister. And so basically throughout the month of December, for like three days a week, probably maybe even 4 days a week, we would be hanging out, like me, my mom, my sister, and then obviously my other two sisters weren't here, but 2 sisters and my mom were hanging out, making orders, and getting to spend the day together, which obviously we were all working, but it was really, that was cool. Like I really liked being able to have my sister there, and it was so helpful. And obviously that was a fun way to go through busy season, to have family at the shop. So all that being said, all the busy season orders were sent out on time. Everything for the Etsy shop was done on time, and the ability to go home and rest and just be with my husband at night after 5 when we were both off of work was taken advantage of, and that is why I've been gone. So I really liked that when I got home, I wasn't worried about, because I had to truly decide, like, okay, this isn't happening right now, and that is great. And I really liked that I was just able to go home and not worry about editing a video or anything like that. I had previously planned on bringing my camera like every day, and I didn't even bring it at all throughout the whole time. And so obviously I'll try and do that next year, but it didn't happen this year, and that's just what it is. And it was like the best possible trade-off, of course, because we were so excited. But yeah, it just made it to where I didn't have to get home and worry about editing a video, especially because vlogs are a little more time consuming, and just culling through all the footage and all that kind of stuff. I just got to be home and rest, and that was awesome. All that being said, like I mentioned, I am now 12 weeks, which means I'm kind of inching out of my first trimester, and just feeling really excited and grateful and ready for this year to come, this 2023 year. I never set goals for my business or my life until pretty well into January. I think the earliest I've ever done it was like January 10th. I don't do that mostly because busy season keeps me so busy throughout the year, throughout December, whenever I feel like a lot of people are setting goals in December and thinking about the new year so they can hit the ground running on January 1st. But to be 100% honest with you, that has never been an option for me with my business because busy season keeps me all the way tied up until like December 20th. And then obviously at that point I am worn out and wanting to spend time with my family. And so we never dedicate the time to set goals until pretty well into January. And this year is no different. I do not have any specific goals set other than to have a child, which is obviously a huge goal. I don't have any specific goals set for my business really or my life. All I know for sure is that it will be changing a lot. All aspects of our life will be changing, of course. And so that's really all I know. My one goal that I have like a loose idea of is that I want to bring you guys along. So my YouTube subscribers, people who watch these videos, I want to bring you guys along for more of the process. I think in the past I've shared more like how-tos and tutorials, and you guys have overwhelmingly told me like when I share a vlog or a day in the life, or I don't know, whenever I share more of the behind the scenes, you guys are like, this is what I want. This is what I want to see. Like overwhelmingly, that's the response that I get. And so that just tells me that that kind of like real life videos about what it's like to be an Etsy seller are lacking in the content world. And so I want to be able to share that with you guys. And so that is one idea that's stirring in my head for 2023, is that on this channel, I want to share more of the process. And I just want to take you guys along as we navigate changes to our business and obviously our personal lives, but mostly I'll be talking about the business on here and just, yeah. So throughout the next couple months, probably the next like January and maybe into February, I can't remember how far I have like my content calendar like planned out. I do want to bring you guys along as I set goals, all that sort of stuff. So something that I would normally do just by myself with the camera off, which is like goal setting and just decisions that I'm making, I want to bring you guys along for what that journey would look like and how I would do that, and just sort of just actually share a real life look at what the process is of being a Etsy seller rather than like a highlight reel or just tutorials. So I hope that is beneficial for you. I do think that you guys will see a there still will be some tutorials, but a noticeable difference in the content shift of like how to tutorial, this is exactly what to do, and more like, hey, this is what we're learning right now. This is what I'm doing. These are the decisions that I'm making, and share the more of the process with you guys. So that is one thing that's like kind of cooking in my mind. Obviously there is more, but nothing is like set on paper by any means, and I do plan on bringing you guys along for that sort of process whenever I actually do set goals. Okay, so I think that's all I had to say. This video feels kind of like it was pieced together, like not pieced together, but like a little bit choppy. I think that's all I had to say. We are so excited. That's why I've been away. The best possible reason. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say, and I'm gonna share more of the journey with you guys. Yeah, I think that's everything. If you are new to this channel, clearly this is a video for people as like an update for people who subscribe to me normally. If you are new to this channel, normally we clearly talk about Etsy and day in the lives, and I will be sharing more of the process with you guys this year of just what it's like to be an Etsy seller. Thank you so much for watching. We are truly so excited. So thank you so much for watching and joining me along my Etsy journey. I will see you guys in the next video.